We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises, a kiss for luck, and we're on our way. Okay, so Foodie's best friend had some things to say about the fact that she chose an occupation in life that puts her in the public eye, and ends up with some criticism for the fact that she is highlighting a eating disorder online. And he seems to think that we should get into political activism without knowing who the audience is, right? There's quite a few people that are watching this sort of content because we want to protect people from the dangerous, harmful effects of this content. Okay? So let's take a look at the opposite side of this. Let's look at what's going on with Eugenia Cooney. Take a look at this. Update on Eugenia Cooney. This is a channel called The Recap with Julie. And obviously she's suffering from anorexia, right? You can see her ribs. It's just she thinks she looks beautiful like this, right? But the rest of us are looking at this horrified. And by the way, local universe, wasn't there a very famous anorexic model in the 70s named Twiggy? That's an interesting choice for a screen name, Twiggy. Okay, all right, let's go.
Controversial influencer Eugenia Cooney has not been seen on her social media accounts for months now. Back in May, she suffered some sort of medical incident while doing a live on TikTok and basically hasn't been live since. The last time she posted any content was...
It looked, and she will show some footage from it, it looked like she either had a seizure or a heart attack. But you'll see it. You will see it.
Back in June when she shared that her dog had passed away. But now we may know why she's been MIA.
There it is.
I don't know, it's not feeling that great today. I think I might get off. I'm just...
Before this kind of like seizure occurred, she also was confusing her speech. Her speech was off. And the only thing we saw her do in the moments leading up to this was drink a little bit of water. That's it.
Kind of like letting my stress get to me. Alright, I'm gonna get off right now.
Okay, honey.
That was how Eugenia ended her live back in May when she had some sort of incident take place while live. This is the post, the last post she made. This was on June 27th when she shared the horrible news that her dog Buzz had passed.
Aww.
Not long after Eugenia had stopped posting, the rumors started to fly. One rumor that was going around was that she had passed away and that a neighbor had seen it all happening at her home. Now, of course, this was completely false, but for some reason, Meta AI picked up on this news and ran with it as if Eugenia had passed away, which of course caused more people to report on the situation.
That's why oftentimes you're going to have to skip the AI summary of stories when you're doing, especially if you're using Google as a search engine, because it just it's not reliable. I mean, it really isn't. You have to do your own research. You have to go through the other results that pop up. And what they call it is search engine optimization, SEO. If you ever see that, like when you're looking for jobs and stuff, they're looking for SEO people. That's what they're doing, is like, how do I get my search results to appear at the top of Google? And so what you're looking at might not be the most relevant. It's just paid for, shall we say.
People had been extremely worried about Eugenia, and they had been flocking to accounts like Jeffree Star to ask what's going on. Now, one night during a live, Jeffree actually acknowledged the comments and said that people need to relax, that Eugenia is completely fine, and that she was actually in his chat section. He did share, however, that she had been completely demonetized on her TikTok account. She couldn't go live, she couldn't make money, she couldn't send gifts to people, and so she was just staying off. Now, you may recall that Eugenia has done this in the past. Anytime her account has been banned, demonetized, or age restricted, she has completely stopped using that account until they remonetize her. She has no interest in doing anything on these accounts unless she's getting paid for it. This time, however, now seems different for a couple of reasons. One, because of the rumor that was going around that she had passed away. So a lot of people, anytime they spot Eugenia, have been taking pictures of her and commenting she's okay. This user actually spotted her at the airport on her way to Disney. This is a close-up of that same video showing that she was with her mother. And other users have actually taken pictures of her at Disney.
Look at that. Oh my God. Look at her knee. I don't know how this girl even moves at this point, because her bones are sticking out so severely. She's got to have more muscle atrophy than I've had just through my complex regional pain disorder. I mean, it's just like, and she's trying to sell this online as being sexy, as being emo. You know, it's just, it's scary. And then there's also the question of, is Debbie her actual mom? Because there's some speculation that she actually was the daughter of a previous wife and was named after that wife, and then had her name changed by Debbie. I don't remember all the lore, you guys, but like everybody else in the family is obese. Everybody else in the family is obese.
World itself, showing that she is alive and well. She's also been photographed at some of Jeffree Star's events, where she was taking pictures with fans, and of course they shared them online. Despite this, her fans are still concerned, and they flock to all her channels, writing comments like this, saying they're checking in and just hoping that Eugenia will respond to them. They flock to all her channels, writing comments like this, saying they're checking in and just hoping that Eugenia will respond to them. However, it now appears that there may be a very good reason we are not seeing Eugenia Cooney posting or going live on any of her social channels, especially TikTok and Meta, Facebook and Instagram. It's because a group of parents have been going after those social media outlets for years. This is a huge legal law case, and Eugenia...
Yeah, okay. So this is my point, is that, you know, Pete's is trying to position himself this morning as, I'm just helping a friend, I'm gonna potentially move back in with her, and why are you guys all so interested in following her information, and why don't you do political activism, right? And I just covered this as well, his video, saying, how dare you, basically, like, you have no idea who the audience is that's following. There are going to be people who are actually influenced by these people with eating disorders, and then there's going to be activists, James, activists like me, who are watching the content wondering, how do we get it taken down, because it's having such a negative impact on young people and sick people. Okay? We're on the same page now? Okay.
Cooney has just been brought into it. For years, Eugenia's content all looked the same. It was basically her out in the public, walking around, not really doing anything, but someone recording her in different outfits. And a lot of times they were outfits like this. Because of Eugenia's struggles with weight and eating disorders, a lot of people would report her accounts. This is what caused her accounts to get banned, age restricted, demonetized. Now, what ended up happening typically is that her account would be returned to her. After they went and age restricted her account, however, she completely changed her content. She started posting more about her makeup products and less just walking around videos, but her clothing style also changed. She was much more covered up, and most times she would actually be wearing sweatshirts, long hoodies, and things like that. Mm-hmm. Despite these changes, Eugenia stayed a very controversial figure, but TikTok still promoted her. They actually managed her. They constantly promoted her online because she made them a ton of money. Every time she went live, she would do battles and people would stop at her channel because of her appearance and they would send her a ton of gifts, which of course makes TikTok money. It looks like now this could be causing big problems for social media platforms, in particular TikTok, because the families that are going after these social media outlets in this lawsuit have now included Eugenia Cooney in this, and they want all of the communications between Eugenia Cooney and TikTok. This filing was uploaded on August 12th of 2025, but this case has been going on for years. It is massive. This group of parents that are going after TikTok, Meta, etc., have been dealing with this.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, okay, so basically they have included an additional filing. TikTok is fighting it super hard because they're trying to be pedantic about this and say, oh, no, you already, discovery is closed. We are not going to provide any additional documents. But they continue to allow her to present online content, and the event of her having a medical emergency on screen happened after that window closed. So at this point, the courts are being challenged on this one because there's a bunch of families involved in this lawsuit of you're hurting our kids, right? And that's one of the reasons I got invested in following these channels as well, because I've been trying to lay low trying to lay low for a few years since I got bit by the dog, and I have my own health complications and I'm trying to work through them, right? So I tried to address subjects that weren't going to cause chaos within my own political community because they weren't really on the radar. And that's why I started like getting more invested in this, because I have 3 granddaughters, you guys, and I'm scared for them. I'm scared that this is going to be the material that they are influenced by. Anyway, obviously she goes on for quite a bit discussing the case, and so I will drop the link for you if you want more information on what exactly is happening here. But for the people who are sweeping, Debbie, James, Pete, the people who are sweeping for these influencers that are clearly suffering from eating disorders, you too are responsible, and you're helping them walk themselves into the grave, quite frankly, and you're hurting our kids and people around us who have disorders as well, to justify why it's okay. Why is it okay? It's not okay. So I'll drop the link for this, you guys.